Struggling with debt? Bills, loans, credit cards? Need a way out? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt matters.
Razabani for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me on this Monday morning, sunny morning. Sun's out, guns out. OHARA Davies, what's going on?
Sun's out, guns out. I've been sleeping. I'm just getting up from bed now. Enjoying the morning.
Absolutely.
Resting.
It is nice, isn't it, when you get up in the morning and the sun's out?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I prefer the heat than the cold. Especially being in camp. I hate being in camp in the winter. But when the sun's out, I feel better and I perform better ultimately.
I caught up with you a couple of weeks ago, I think just after Dylan White's unfortunate loss to McKENNA. How's everything been with yourself since?
It's gone great. It's gone perfect. Camp's been really good. I'm pleased with how things have gone. And listen, we're going to see the old OD back in this next fight. Straight knockouts.
OD, I've realised I'm seeing that you're now working with Kevin Mitchell. So your journey continues to evolve and change, and I guess that's normal for fighters where you adapt and move on to do things that are better for you. But why the sudden change from Angel Fernandez to Kevin, and how
it's not only Kevin Mitchell, it's so basically Kevin Mitchell and it's also Will Jones. Kevin Mitchell and I got Will Jones, so they're both working hand in hand to make it happen. With Angel, me and Angel had a good run. Things went well between me and Angel. I had one fight under him, but Angel's up in Loughborough now, doing his thing up in Loughborough, and it was a mutual thing, really. And I'm gonna stay down Essex. Angel's up in Loughborough, and listen, it was a mutual thing. Me and Angel are still cool. Like, we still talk every now and again. We still want to say WhatsApp group. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, but this is what's going to work for now.
When you change your horror, is it difficult to adapt? You've had quite a few coaches in your career now. So is it difficult to adapt, or do they then adapt to you?
They adapt to me because I've got a different kind of style. I've got a style you can't really teach. I've got long arms, I've got long rangy arms, and I feel like your style is based on your body, on your genes. But being under Kevin Mitchell and under Will Jones, especially having Kevin Mitchell on board, because he was with me when I was at the Sims gym, and I feel like when I was there is when I was making the most noise, doing the most, and he knows that certain blueprint that I had and the blueprint that I used to win the fights, and that's what's back in this camp now that I haven't had in a long time. Being under Angel Fernandez, it was also good. People always ask me about Angel as a coach. Angel was also good, but Angel introduced me to a style that I had never done before, but it was really effective. And sometimes when I think back, I feel like Angel taught it well, but I didn't execute what I got taught well. If you look at my last fight, as I watched the fight back and I look at what I was doing, I was like, this isn't what Angel taught me in the gym. I didn't execute it properly, but Angel taught me well. And I think Angel also, I think he was there. I think he also thought, you know what, he's not executing it well properly, and it was just a mutual thing. We both felt the same way, but it's all love. But now I'm in the best place. Now I'm in the best shape. Now you're going to see the best OD, the best performance in my whole boxing career. I've never been in the shape that I'm in now. As focused and as dedicated as I am to the sport now. I feel like I'm having my first fight again as a pro. That same dedication that I put in my first few fights. As you get on in the game, you stop putting in that same dedication. You start taking it a bit lightly and you start not caring. But now, for this fight, I've got it back.
Just on that note, where you talked about Angel teaching you and you wasn't able to kind of bring that into motion into the ring, do you feel like more time was needed and then you could have brought in that set of skills?
Possibly, yeah. Because me and Angel only had about 7 weeks before the fight. After me and my coach before him ended, Tony Cisse, when me and Angel started, we had about 7 weeks until the fight. And the first week and a half, I was like, mate, how am I going to get this stuff? And I wasn't even doing it in the gym. But after about a week and a half, I started doing it in the gym. But then in a fight, I didn't execute it in a fight. So maybe we did need more time to work on it for me to execute it in a fight. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but Angel's a good coach. Angel's a great coach. You look at the work he's done with Isaac Chamberlain, Andy Joshua, and everyone else that he's got now. He's got Kesh Asfak, he's got Charles Frankham, and you're going to see the work that Angel does with them, and you're going to say, wow, this guy's a really good coach.
Richard Riakpo as well.
Richard Riakpo, exactly. Another good fighter. He's got a good fight next fighting Dion Juma, so we're going to see.
All right, it seems like it was years ago when you and your friend Tyrone McKenna clashed at York Hall.
Yeah.
That fight was built up from the moment you clashed, and it seems centuries ago now. You had your semi-final against Jeff Afori, which you came through. Tyrone came through Mohammed Mamouni. I hope I pronounced that correctly. The fight's finally on. We're 2.5 weeks away from the fight. Are you finally happy that you're getting back into your home, the ring?
Yeah, I'm happy. You know, I'm happy that I'm going to put it to rest. I'm going to put it to bed. Even before Tyrone McKenna approached me the way that he approached me that day, he's been called me up for years over social media. He's been calling me up for so many years, and I've always said to myself, I'm not fighting this guy because he's not on my level. MTK tried to make the fight, and I'm like, listen, this guy is not on my level. Let him get on my level, and then we'll fight. But now he's in a golden contract final. I can't avoid it. Come on, he's got me boxed in. He's been chasing me for years. He finally got me boxed in. Now he's going to get his ass knocked out. Now he's going to get his ass whooped. And I'm going to show him that there's levels to this game. That's what I'm going to show him on fight night, that there's different levels to this game. He done an interview the other day saying, I'm better than OD in every department. Maybe that's how it looks on camera. He said, all I got is slow footwork and a big right hand. That's what they all said. That's what they all said. That's what my last opponent said, the opponent before him and the opponent before that. But yet, the footwork still works and the right hand still hits them. So it's one thing saying it, it's one thing I look a certain way on camera, but when you get in there with me, it's going to be a whole different ball game. It's going to be a whole different ball game, and that's what he's going to see on September the 30th.
I know you've obviously analysed and watched him fight. Well, you saw him fight live, but in terms of your training team, they've only come on board recently. So have they gone into thorough detail about Tyrone McKenna and come back to you and told you things you may not have known?
Yeah. You know what I mean? We've gone through the tapes and that, but Tyrone McKenna's easy work. Tyrone McKenna's basic 1, 2, 3 ABC. Basic 1, 2, 3 ABC. It don't take something too technical to beat him. I mean, it don't take something it don't take too technical to beat him. The guy's just basic fighter, simple fighter, just like everyone else. And the same way I done to Tom Farrell, the same way I dealt with Paul Kamanga, the same way I'm going to deal with Tyrone McKenna.
Is it a different fight without the crowd? I know you've gone to arenas where you come out with Undertaker music and you've been booed, and you've come out to arenas and you've been cheered, and it doesn't. You vibe of the booing and the cheers. We're not going to get any crowd noise or anything like that. So does that make it a different fight?
Listen, I've always said to the people been asking me, I bet you're gutted that there's no fans there. I'm like, mate, me gutted, I get booed in anyway. You think I care whether these fans are there or not? They ain't on my side. I ain't getting cheered in. Let them sit their ass at home and watch it on Sky Sports. I don't care whether the fans are there or not. Tyrone McKenna thrives off the fans and he thrives off the energy. So if this is going to affect anyone, it's going to affect him. When he's getting hit with that right hand, hit with that jab, and then the crowd cheer him on, that's where he gets that second wind from. Now in this fight, he ain't got that second wind. That second wind ain't going to be there. And with me, it's just going to be like another sparring session. That's all it is to me. Another sparring session. I've been sparring people that have been hard work. This is going to be an easy spar for me.
When I spoke to you before the Jeff Afori fight, during fight week, you said to me you're going to go for the KO because you want that bonus. Is it the same for this fight?
I'm going for the KO, but it's not because I want a certain bonus. I don't care about no bonus. I don't even care about this deal that I'm gonna get after this big deal about the contract. I don't care about the contract. I just want to show this guy that there's levels to this game because he's been talking shit way too long. So I don't care about the money, fight purses, contract. Everyone's talking about I should be so motivated because I've got a big contract coming. Mate, I don't give a toss about no contract. I just want to score this guy and show him that there's levels to this game and stop calling me out and stop talking some shit. Because after I beat him in this fight, I don't want to hear him calling me out no more. I'm gonna set the record straight this fight.
Odie, obviously you've been out of the ring for a little while now. From a UK perspective, we just don't know where we're going to be as an economy. I know we've got this new rule that was implemented today about 6 people and social distancing in society. So we don't know when crowds are going to return to work. And I'm sure you want to stay as active as possible. You're not getting any younger as well. So is there people in your head that you say you want to fight those? Because I know during the last few months you've had a back and forth with Anthony Fowler, with Florian Marku as well. So is there a particular name that you said that's the fight I want?
Eddie Hearn and Andy Fowler, they used me. They used me to get views for their page up on YouTube, and they didn't contact me again. Me and Andy Fowler, we had an online beef. I was bang up ready to fight him. I said to them, I'll fight at 140, you fight at 154. I'll come up to 150, you come down to 150. I'll put on £10 and you're going to lose £4. That makes sense. That makes good sense. So after we done the press conference and all that, I ain't heard a word from them since. And I'm like, are you trying to use me to get views? Are you trying to cause some hype and then not do anything about it? I'm like, Eddie Hearn's all about this show, cause hype and get views. I'm not about that. If I'm going to cause hype, I want to fight as well. The same way me and Dave Matthews had beef, I fought him. The same way me and Taylor had beef, I still fought him. Even though I got beat in a fight, we had an online beef, and I showed I'm not about this online beef. So if I'm going to talk some shit about you, I'm down to fight you. And that was the same thing that I was going to be with Anthony Fowler. I will 100% come up to 150 and fight him in Liverpool, in his own hometown, and I'll knock him out in his own hometown. That's what I said to them. So you're doing a press conference, and then there's no contract, there's no talks of the fight happening after. I'm like, you guys should use me to get your views on your page. You're not serious. If I'm such a clown and I'm such going to be easy work, prove it. You fight me and you prove it. You're saying, you know what, I'm giving the fans what they really want to see. The guy fought Adam Harper in his last fight. Who the fuck's Adam Harper? Who the hell is Adam Harper? Come on, man. Come on. Eddie Hearn don't want no parts of this. Eddie Hearn don't want no parts of this because they even edited that video that we done on the conference. Eddie Hearn took out some of the parts. The first thing I said to him when the conference started, the first thing I said was, Eddie Hearn, guess what? I'm back from under the bus. That's like my trademark thing that I said. As soon as it started, that's what I said. But then once it got released, that part got taken out. And I'm like, come on. Like, I was going to let Eddie Hearn know, I want to let everyone know I'm back from under the bus. And I want them to see Eddie Hearn's response. But then they cut that part out. They use me. Listen, I am not doing nothing with those guys again. I ain't doing nothing with those guys again.
Well, you're obviously with MTK. All right, that's your management company. I just want to touch on them quickly. I think it was yesterday, the day before, 8-year anniversary MTK. They've come a long way, signed some great world champions, and now starting to make moves in the USA as well. Yeah.
You know, MTK is doing big things. Like, that's why I signed to MTK. After I got thrown under the bus, everyone thought that my boxing career was done. Everyone was like, listen, OD's done. You know, I left Matchroom, I left Sims's gym, I left Charlie Sims as a manager. I left them. I never got dropped. I left them all. But anyway, still, everyone thought I was done. But then MTK came on board. MTK approached me. I had a chat with the guys at MTK, and I was like, this is the place for me to be. And when you look at the track record that MTK have, I've never heard anyone leave MTK and say bad things about them. I've never heard anyone complain about how they're getting treated by MTK. And that was why I chose to sign to MTK. And you know what? And even when I signed to them, I still wasn't 100% sure about them. I still wasn't fully sure. I just signed to them, but I was sure, but I wasn't that sure. But after being with them all these years, and the progress that I've made, not only in my boxing career, but in life and in my mental health and in my investments, I'm like, listen, me going to MTK it was the best thing I could have done. You know what I mean? It could have been a good thing that I got thrown under the bus. Because if I didn't get thrown under the bus, I'll still be there. I'll still be managed by Charlie Timms. But MTK is a lot better than who I was getting managed by in the past. So, I mean, they done me a favour by throwing me under the bus.
So really touch your base, final quick questions. Dylan White posted a tweet, fight news coming this week. Eddie Hearn also said fight news coming this week. It looks like Dylan White and Povetkin, I think the dates were the 14th and the 21st of November. The question I have, Odie, is it, sometimes people regret going into immediate rematches straight away because they don't have the right preparation, they're not in the right mental state. Is it the right move for Dylan to go straight back into the Lions' Den against someone who knocked him out quite viciously?
100%. 100%. Dylan White's from the streets. Dylan White is a street guy, just like me. And Dylan White's, he's a fighter and he's got the heart. If someone hits you, you want to hit him back. He ain't waiting 2 or 3 years because that loss is going to be in his mind for the next 2 or 3 years if he waits that long. So he's like, you know what? I want to fight him as soon as I can. I want to get my own back as soon as I can. And I know that mindset and I respect that mindset. And if you can get the rematch ASAP, then go for it. And I feel like Dylan White, he was up on points until that punch happened. Dylan White, he was up on points, and he just got to work on a few things, a few defensive moves on his movement a bit. Just got to fix up a few minor things, and he would have won the fight. So he's going to fix up these things in his next fight. And for this fight, I know Dylan White is a very spiteful guy. So Dylan White is going to aim to do to him what he done to him. Dylan White's going to end to aim this guy's boxing career. He's going to end to knock out this guy, finish him.
I saw a tweet from you, I think it was Saturday, where you said, every time Anthony Yarde fights, you get nervous.
Yeah.
Why do you get nervous?
Because I know him well. I've known Anthony for years before he turned pro. I've known Anthony as an amateur for years, and we've been really close throughout the years as an amateur and even as a pro. Like I was with him last night. I picked him up from the venue, from the hotel venue he was at. So we're still good friends, and whenever he fights, I still get nervous. It's like seeing your own brother fight. Even though I knew that this guy shouldn't pose any threat, it should be easy work for him. I just felt a bit nervous for him. But that's what happens. Like when you're watching your good friends or your family fight, nerves are bound to happen. But as soon as the fight ended, I was like, sweet, you done good. I was only angry at him because I lost money in him. I put money on the fight to go over 7 rounds, and he knocked him out in round 6. I was like, come on, man. Another minute and a half, I would have won a big bet. Come on. But, me and Anthony are still good friends, still brothers.
Well, either way, it's good to see Anthony back after a very, very tough year that he's had. Odie, I appreciate you jumping on early mid-afternoon today. I guess you're training later on today, so wish you nothing but the best with the rest of camp. And I'm sure we'll catch up with you closer to fight week.
Thank you.
And OHARA Davies for IFL TV, thank you very much.
Struggling with debt? Bills, loans, credit cards? Need a way out? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt matters.